So while we got Florida Masters going up against Miami Reds. We're here at the Brian Piccolo North Field in South Florida. Beautiful day for cricket. There was some rain early this morning. I'd delay the starting of the game. At the creases, Sylvester Icky along with Ore Stanley. Rizwan Mohammed is the bowler from the northern end. Behind the stump is Mark Johnson. Short third man is Ken Singh. You got the man in the covers who is Charlie Javed. That one was short and was hit down to mid wicket by Stanley. Just a single. Score should be just approaching 80. The score is 87-6 Miami Reds. And yes, they're up against Florida Masters, Florida Hurricane, my mistake. Miami Reds 87-6. They're at the end of the 15th over. Ore Stanley was on 20, Sylvester Icky on 6.
How much overs left? Doctor, how many overs left?
15 gone. Ore Stanley was 20 from 16 with 1-4 and 1-6. Sylvester Icky was thinking of batting out the inning because we had lost so many wickets in clumps.
Hey, look how many runs again my overs.
And just to give you a rundown of the bowling, you got Ken Singh who bowled 4 over 18 runs with 1 wicket. Uda 2 over for 4 runs. Ifran 1 over 16 runs. Nazir Javed Charlie 4 over 1 maiden 25 runs 3 wicket. Sharma would bowl 1 over for 12 runs, and Rizwan 3 over 13 runs 1 wicket. Ken Williams, who had made 21 from 24. Felix Bisnart picked up a duck. Wayne Cuff, 15 run out. Dylan would made 13. Lesman, 7. Liebert Stewart, 0. Icky is in 6 not out, and Ore Stanley on 20. Again, the score is 88-6. So it's Uda continue his third over from the southern end. That one was it. There's a fielder there, but it will fall short in no man's land, and they picked up an easy single. Score moves to 89. They're on the 16th over. You did hear me, right? Ken?
Yes.
That one was played to backward point. They get one, and they're going to settle for that single. Mark Johnson, the keeper, who had make that chase. And they picked up another single, so the score moves on to 90 for 6 on the 16th over. And he could be out. Yes, he's out caught. Caught at short third man by Ricky. His second catch. So Sylvester Icky had been out. Ricky Carter was one that took that catch as his second catch of the game. So the new batsman coming to the crease is Byron Bowes. Making a very slow walk to the crease. Byron Bowes, one of the veteran here in South Florida. Been playing here since back in the, I could say back in the 80s. So it will be Rizwan to continue.
runs to win in 23 balls. 7 wickets are down. We have David Ramsing at the wicket with that appears to be
So while the score moves on to 97-7 Miami Reds, you got Byron Bowles who's on 5 from 4 and Ore Stanley on 23. And that was after the end of the 18th over, so with 3 more overs to go. It's Huda to continue. We'll be bowling his 4th over. That one was played in the covers. There's a fielder there. It should be just a single. Fielded by Qureshi. Score moves to 98. That one was played back on the onside, fielded by Charlie Javed, just across from the bowler, but the bowler was in no hurry to field that ball, so the score moves to 99. That one, Stanley get a top edge. Went over first slip, and we reach a 3 figures, 100 for 7. As you can hear, there's two sound, bat and pad. Umpire says not out, but it was a good shout there from the bowler. Then he realized that it's bat pad. So it's other balls to Harry Stanley, and that one hit it. And we're gonna have the president run to get that ball because that one was straight back over the bowler's head. And as the president got close to the camera, he realized that he got to go and field that ball. He was smiling. I could see him was smiling. The score moves to 106-47. They're in the 18th over.
YouTube? For YouTube or YouTube or from Cricket? Which one? No. Log in for your Cricket. Log in. But let me show you YouTube first. Okay, wait. We are trying to stream through Cricket Clubs with PC score. I just want to stream through YouTube. Yes. I call it like a YouTube expert. So a YouTube. Live. Does it create shots or something? You log into your account? You log into your account? It's on your thing there, your TVN. You have to log into TVN. So change. Yeah, you're up on TVN. You have to do through TVN because the account can't go live. My account can't go live either. You have to have a certain amount of subscribers. Oh, we have to log in there, go to the channel, we have to log in. We have to log in to the TVN portal. We have to log in. Sure. Android is where I switch. guess. Guess now.
Well, we are just about close to the end of the Miami Reds inning.
Miami Reds team here staging a recovery, somewhat of a recovery, led here by Horace Stanley and Byron Bowes. They are 111 for 7 after previously being 62 for 6 in 10.3 when the wicket of Kenneth Williams fell. So quite a recovery here by the Reds team, Mr. Tucker. And here we have Horace Stanley being run out again for the second time in 2 weeks.
I would not call that a run out. It kind of goes in the book for a run out, but I think I could say he's tired or he just think that he didn't want to bat no more. He made what, about 24 somewhere there?
27 to Horace Stanley of 24 deliveries. He looked like he had enough. So with 9 deliveries to go, the Reds team 111 for 7. Hey, what's going on there?
I did pull a little thing earlier. Maybe in this.
That's it.
Well, that's Mark Johnson who had created the run out, and he's still on the floor, but he seems to be okay. As you can see, he's getting up, and
बाहर हो जाओ इधर बाहर ले लो लास्ट ओवर है बाहर हो जाओ भाई लास्ट ओवर है उन्होंने बल्ला को बना है लास्ट ओवर है ये ऐसे करके अगर लगी ना कोई Qureshi, start on the middle, the line. Don't worry about the single. Single, keep the man on the circle. I want to get him off the strike.
So while the inning had come to a close, Miami Reds 117 for 9 in their 20 over against Florida Hurricanes. Byron Bowes was not out on 19. And to give you a rundown of the batting, Williams 21, Bisnott 0, Cuff 15, Ebanks 13, Alderman 7, Stewart 0, Icky 7, Stanley 27, and Byron Bowes 19, Milton Barnes, my mistake, 0. 117 for 9. So while we'll take a short break, an inning break, we will be back. Stay tuned, my friends, for more cricket here at the Brian Picardo Park in South Florida.
Why they would feed that pretty, man? Yeah, I know.
You didn't talk. You tell me, say, I'm come down with him. I'm at the group me see today. Tell me, say, Mr. Come down to them. You know, the group me see today. So, the group. In.
So while we're about to start the second half of this Masters game, it will be Ori Stanley who will be opening the bowling from the southern end.
Panther, well ball, Masters, well ball. Keep it right there, so Panther, right there, so.
Is Mohamed
Don't change that here, don't change that.
Qureshi and Mark Johnson who is opening the inning. Qureshi was taking first strike. It's Qureshi who is taking first strike and hit that one back over the bowler's head.
No, boss, go back.
As you can hear, they thought it was a 6, but it's one bounce in the fence for 4.
4. That's a fair ball,
That was a good comeback there from Ori Stanley.
Go faster, man. Come on, stop. Keep up.
The ball now running like grass.
That's another good ball there, and Qureshi plays it with all the respect.
Let's have to keep up and can't come out of wicket.
So it's 6 for no loss. Make that 4 for no loss, my mistake.
Right, that's a Panther. Don't try nothing, you know. Panther, if you miss a run up, you're topping them, man.
Your boss. You can appear while you're back and see camera sit. Please come on a little.
Don't chase it, Panther. Don't chase it. Panta. Press the ball, man. Go give man a drive.
So after the first over, score is 5-0 loss. Miami make that Florida Hurricanes. Chasing 117 made by Miami Reds.
Panta. Just hold the leg, man. See her, man. You can't ball up my leg. You better put up now, drive. Panta. Stop trying. See what I'm doing? When you hold the ball there so you can't play. Hey. Go to Panta now. Man blocking the whole ball. Man blocking the whole ball. Let's, man. And then pack it up. Hey, Felix, come then. Felix. Let's just do like always do yourself. Nice. Panta, yeah. Go shot. Yes. Panta, good.
So it will be Ken Williams who will be operating from the northern end.
Yeah, make Felix, come on and let's. Make Felix comes up. Felix, come through then, Felix. Man, that's a ball, okay. I feel man fine about that. Left. Make Felix come to the right left. He comes to the left. He just goes straight up a square leg.
That one plays in the covers. They get one. They're asking for the second. And they'll get it pretty easy.
Good job, Ken.
So Karashi moves on to 6 on the score to 7 for no loss.
Left, Ken. Leave the left, Ken.
Swing outside the off stump.
Not too much width. Too much width.
It's a wide outside the off stump. Umpire signals.
Don't need them. Don't need them. Come back on the line. Let him play, man.
Yes.
Get the ball, man.
That one played over.
One.
Backward point. They asked for one. And they get a comfortable 2. Score moves to 11.
Yeah, again, Panther. Chief, I think that's have to give me the Panther. Chief, good over, you know. Yes. Panther, yeah, again, the Panther. He's on, come on for the field, man.
So while they're making quite a bit of conversation on the field there, the standing umpire says over, but the scorer said it's 5 balls.
No, go over the wicket here, Panther. Panther, don't change. No, Panther, don't change it, man.
So after two overs, the score is 11 for no loss. Florida Hurricane chasing 117 for 9 made by Miami Reds. And it will be Horace Stanley to continue.
Panther. Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
Now, just come on. Right hand, 9, just come on.
So while they do have a right and left hand, it takes a little time to get the fielder to find their position. So it will be Horace Stanley to continue. Bowling the second ball of the over to Kuroshi. That's a wide signal by the umpire.
That's the really bad. While I'm doing it when the ball round the wicket too. You understand?
13 for no loss. Miami, Florida Hurricanes.
Well done. Panther.
Yeah, to me.
Pastor, you bowl the ball now, man. Good man. You bowl. I get miserable, bro.
That was hit down to mid-wicket. It should go all the way. Backward square leg for 4. One bounce in the fence by Koreshi.
Put the camera there, son.
Our score moves on to, I guess we need an update of the score. Okay, now it's 17 for no loss.
Good start here by Koreshi. Matt Koreshi and Mark Johnson, the opening batsman here for the Hurricanes team. Horace Stanley, cladded in the blue do-rag in full red from the south end, will again bowl to Mark Soupbone Johnson. Full in-swinging delivery there by Horace Stanley. Mark Johnson goes for a boom-in cover drive. Inside edge down to short, fine leg, and they scamper through for a quick single. Replying to a score of 117 by the Miami Reds, looking for a target of 118 to win. The Florida Hurricanes after 3 overs or 20 without loss. Solid start here by the team in blue, chasing 118. "97 runs needed in 17 overs, 10 wickets in hand." Slightly tough conditions for batting here. Heavy outfield, so this runs, although not a huge target in the context of T20 cricket, will take some getting. It is a very competitive score in these conditions. The right-handed Matt Koreshi comes into strike. And he smashed behind backward point by Matt Koreshi. That shot deserved 4, Mr. Tucker, but the heavy outfield here means it's only a single.
Yeah, and if you think about it, in the first inning, it was even, the outfield was even worse because it was much better than now. When you hit that ball, it wouldn't have passed the 30-yard line, but at least it's going a little further. So it's still a little better than the first inning.
Block hole. Right in the block hole there. You think?
Sometimes let's make it a little bit lighter in the sky when it has some in the sky.
Okay. Okay.
So put it up a little.
So you want to go up?
Yeah, but put it at the sky, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually give him the feed.
Right. Ken Williams in the middle of a testing spell here. He's beaten the outside edge on a number of occasions. Defended there by Mark Suitbone Johnson. Turn behind square for what looked to be an easy single, but Matt Qureshi turned his back on Mark Johnson. That was an easy single there, Mr. Tucker. What?
Well, you see, Mark Johnson usually is the one that like to take those quick singles, but Mark McCursey knows how fast he can run. I think he make the right decision. It may seem to be very easy from here, but he knows how fast he can go. He's not a Usain Bolt.
Yeah. Absolutely not. As they say, it takes two to run. So obviously, each both gentlemen there, knowing their abilities, potentially made the right decision.
But can you imagine that McCursey and Ori Stanley in the crease batting at the same time? They wouldn't be taking no singles.
I think at some point we'll grab Mr. Stanley to give us his thoughts on that. He would probably know it better than we do.
Yeah, we're just here having fun while they have a change of bowling from the southern end.
Wayne Cuff, former national player, comes into the attack. Former Jamaican national player. Cut hard there to the point. Fielder Ken Williams, who spills the catch. Not the most difficult of catches there, but it came with a little bit of pace, but a fairly comfortable height, and someone of Ken Williams' pedigree, you'd expect to take this, Mr. Tucker.
Yeah, I think that was hit very hard. I think if Byron Bowes were there, we would have taken that catch. But
I thought you were going to say that would have been 4.
Obviously, you can hear Byron Bowes talking in the background, so it's not too far. So we're just having some fun here.
Cut away for 4 by Matt Qureshi. Beautiful shot there by Matt Qureshi. And that is Byron Bowes, bringing Mr. Byron Bowes into focus there.
So while he's taking a well-deserved shade break, while they retrieve that ball, they're pretty much ready again to...
And Matt Qureshi looking dangerous here today. And he's bold. A delivery on a length, just about pitching on the middle, and coming into Matt Qureshi. He takes a huge swipe at this one, and his leg stump is pegged back. Mr. Matt Qureshi there dismissed, Mr. Tucker. After getting to a breezy 21 of 19 delivers, Mr. Matt Qureshi go. 21 of 20, and the score is 31 for 1 in 4.3. 87 runs needed and 15.3 by the Florida Hurricanes.
31. 31.
3-1.
Hey, Soup. Come we drink a Heineken here, man. Come we drink a Heineken and forget about... I thought, no, you're a friend. Yeah, you can't have a Heineken. You talked to him already.
Well done, Cuff. Yeah, Cuff, let him play the Cuff. Wait. Wait, let him play, okay, wait.
Beautiful delivery there. Pitch on off stump, seaming away, and Manav Sharma plays a bit of a nothing shot. Just hangs the delivery out, hangs the bat outside there to that seaming delivery. And Wayne Cuff strikes. The former national player in the yellow cap there, Wayne Cuff strikes. And replying to chasing 118. The Florida Hurricanes are 31 for 2.
As they always say, one wicket goes down, then 2 wickets and 3 wickets. That's how it goes with cricket sometimes.
Yes, Mr. Tucker, as Shane Warne always says, whenever you think you're in a good position, add 2 wickets and see where you are. And the team goes bang bang from 31 for without loss. It's now 31 for 2.
Mr. Tracy, as I'm going to put you on the international scene since you mentioned Shane Warne. There's a gentleman playing in the CPL. I think he's surprising a lot of people around the Caribbean and around the world. And I'm talking about Shamar Etmire. What do you think? I think he's he's on top. You couldn't believe that he was the same guy like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing now like a champ.
So I agree with you that Shimron Etmire is playing absolutely outstanding cricket. I mean, his batting has now just gone to a different level. Based on what we saw from him over the last year and a half. But I wouldn't use the word surprise. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Shimron, and he was the under-19 World Cup winning captain in 2016. At the time, a lot of people, used to mention the name Brian Lara, just looking at the footwork of Shimron Etmire to the spinners. So I'm happy to see that he has somehow turned his game around. It seems as if he has realized that actually taking his cricketing career for granted, and it's something that you can lose very quickly. So I'm happy to see that Shimron has really gotten to a point where he has really started to focus more and take cricket seriously, and it argues well for himself and West Indies cricket.
Well, as you say, taking his cricket seriously is like he is, not was, but he is one of my favorite batsmen, and he had really, I was feeling disappointed because in maybe say 6-8 months ago, because it seems like his cricket was falling off because maybe he was more concentrating on his family and not taking the cricket as serious as he's supposed to, because you can tell that he had gained a lot of weight like 8 months ago, and now he's not, I wouldn't say slim and trim, but he lost quite a bit of weight. He's running between the wicket. His running between the wicket is excellent, especially when he's batting with
Shai Hope,
one of your favorite again batsmen, Shai Hope.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, two of my very favorite batsmen in the world, Shimron Hetmeyer, Shai Hope, along with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill. Those are really and Nicholas Pooran. Those are really, sort of my 5 current favorite players.
Is it favorite player in the Caribbean or a favorite player around the world?
Favorite players around the world. I would say my favorite players are definitely Shai Hope, Shimron Hetmeyer, Nicholas Pooran, and then from an international perspective, Shubman Gill, KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Joe Root. Those are really sort of my very favorite players around the world.
Did you forget calling someone from Pakistan?
No, I did not.
You did not?
No.
But there's a player in Pakistan that, okay, let me try and remember his name.
He's a very good player.
I'm not talking about Rizwan.
Babar Azam?
Okay, you got it.
He's an excellent player.
Well, but
I mentioned my favorite players.
I can understand. You said your favorite, and yeah, so
yeah.
It's only fair you're talking about your favorite player.
Right. Obviously, if we're going to mention the best players, then you'd have to include Kane Williamson, Steve Smith, and some of these other guys.
And talking about Ken Williamson, do you know that Bangladesh had just bowled out New Zealand for 88, and they get follow on, and it's like they're struggling again because Bangladesh had made over 600 runs in their first inning, and they're doing very good at the moment.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Tux, I have not paid much attention to that test match, but yeah, that's pretty interesting and exciting stuff.
Yeah, Bangladesh had made 602 for 5 declare. And
Sri Lanka.
My mistake. I must apologize for that. Sri Lanka.
Right, because Bangladesh is playing India.
Yeah.
Right.
And they just completed the 3rd day. And New Zealand 88, and they get follow on, and they're 199 for 5. So they're still trailed by 315 more runs, and they're approaching the 4th day.
What a shot! Pitched up on middle. Mark Johnson came forward and smashed this one over wide long on air for a massive 6. Outstanding stuff here from Mark Johnson. Sir Tucker, he finally fires a bullet.
Yeah, Mark Johnson is now. The score at the moment is
Come again, Cup.
440.
And here we have Damien Rowe, the super fan. Super fan.
44-42.
Oh, you're tiny and so on. What do you want to spin?
That's still good.
Oh.
That's still good.
God, man, loosen it, man. Goodness. Man, we can't get through. Super fan, Mr. Damien Rowe. Running the water. Doing a great job here. Waiting for his time to play in the Masters. I think he is anticipating playing for this team in a year or 2. Great work here by Mr. Damien Rowe.
As you mentioned that, there's quite a few guys who come around, and seems like they're so interested of playing the Masters, and we keep telling them that, okay, don't rush it, your time will come.
Tiny so much, man. Make it calm over, make it tighten up when I shift, but Yeah, we lose the card. It's the reason why you have it, the thing, you know.
Yeah. Yes, but you should move it.
You're tight. You so much you can't move.
We don't move it.
Too tight.
No, see, if you
Right. You're tiny. It's like a vice grip.
Let's go. 48.
Score is now 44-42. Let me just get an update to make sure that it's now we're saying 45-42. They're in the 7th over.
What a beautiful cover drive. The batsman leant forward there and just eased this one over the covers. That shot deserves 4, but it pulls up at the boundary. And the batsman scamper through for the 3rd run, but that certainly deserves 4, Mr. Tucker.
Shot like that, you should not run. But again, as we talked about the outfield earlier, that the grass is very heavy. And so each time you play the shot like that, you still have to look to try to get at least 3, because it's very rare it's going to run to the boundary. So while the score moves to 48-42, they're in the 7th over. Florida Hurricane chasing 117 for 9 made by Miami Reds. Mark Johnson, who is in 10, and Apusami in 8.
Excellent start here by the Hurricanes chasing this total. As far as runs is concerned, a pretty good power play there. Obviously, they've probably lost a wicket more than they would have liked, but as far as the runs are concerned, they're definitely going well. Excellent running there, excellent. Played with soft hands into the onside area by the batsman, and they scamper through again for another quick single. Good batting here by the Hurricanes team.
You see, those are the singles that Mark Johnson is used to. Just drop it in front of the on the offside, and the scampers for a quick single, and they get it very comfortable because all the fielders are pretty much to the 30-yard line.
Again, another well driven through the offside. Another shot that perhaps on any other day would have been 4 runs, but the batsman come back for 2. Shaping up to be a pretty competitive game here. Well, as soon as we say it, Mark Soupbone Johnson goes back and pulls a ball that hits high in the bat and went in the air for an easy catch to Mr. Ken Williams, and he spills it. Not what is expected there from Mr. Ken Williams, affectionately called Sleepy. That's quite a shocker. Another wicket goes on here, and the Florida Hurricanes find themselves in some trouble here as they have lost Mark Johnson, perhaps the batsman they were dependent on to really go deep into the innings. A delivery is going across him outside the off stump, goes for a big booming drive and drags it on to his middle stump, and he's been bowled. So the Hurricanes chasing 118 have just lost their third wicket for 53 runs. Still 65 runs required to win in 12.5 overs, so run rate certainly not an issue. But with just 7 wickets in hand, and based on the lineup that we're looking at, we're not sure how much they have left in the hut. I know they do have Zulfikar Azim in the hut, but I reckon the Miami Reds here are on top.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Get away.
He's alright. He's, you know, he just copy them. I'm starting, text me. Before me that the screenshot there. When you come like this, start with the text. You do that, you know, text. You figure the thing that's on the bar. Don't do that, nothing on the bar. Text me. What I want to do is, so I believe each time, just copy and paste it. So for example, you have to do that. So we know the 7 months. First time, so whether it's a blue kind of green or red or green or whatever, because right now maybe picks are in, like the background. It's alright, but now after I look at and then the white box. You know,
Alright. Come to your right.
one I like better is
Oh, get it. Set it up. Oh, get it.
Close team, Tarzan. Nice left. Hey, let's try Dylan, make Dylan put you on one over. After this, yeah man, if we go. No. No, my boss ball it, one big break. Hey, hold on. One big break. Boss, that's the one big break in the boss. You can do it, nice over. Hold on, go. Come on, that's what it is. Straight, come shorter. Catch him! Oh! Come on, man, come on! Nice. Boss, you go to your right, go to your left. Boss, come straight, boss. Yeah. Come straight, boss. Come on, Ali. One more.
Even 6 on the field. We do that all the time. When we do it, we tap right. We do it every time. When the arm is up, once we tap it, we do it. You know, super. No, you can't do it. That's not going to hurt. I'm actually still going to come out with a lot of speed. Everything on the one or two on a screen, just so we can have a fast and just tap it and just drag it. Tap it, drag it. You understand? We create folders. Every time we create a folder. So now the folder, I keep stuff there. I'm like animation to 4, animation to 6, and then need an undo. We never use it. We never undo. We have to drag it outside. That's the name of the time. You know that good one. Well, I'm reading Google. Google like this. That's 2,000. Never undo. That's the name. You don't like the videos. That's the if I back a job, you know, like 100%, but you should have. You know,
Check the helmet. Check the helmet, you're supposed to change it.
Go out and it's strong everybody. Make it exciting, man. No. More exciting.
At the break, Florida Hurricanes 6-3 for free in 10. They require an additional 55 runs in 10 overs with Balaji on 14 off 13 delivers, Huda Shamsul on 5 off 9. See you after the break.
So while we're about to start the second half of the second inning, so that was the first ball from Sylvester Hickey, who caught the outside edge of Apple-Sammy. So Florida Hurricanes had lost their 4th wicket for 6-3 runs. The first ball of the 11th over, Apple-Sammy had been out caught by the keeper, Les Monroe. Score is now 6-3 for 3 Florida Hurricanes. Chasing 117 for 9 made by Miami Reds. They still got another 55 more runs with 9.5 overs. That was a very good start there by Sylvester Hickey. A ball that started on the off stump and just swings away from the batsman.
Anyhow, I don't agree to play, but if you don't agree, we're going to call off the game because
Really?
they lie. They finish.
Oh, what? Umpire. This one?
That one,
I joke, yeah, big.
clear.
The sun very nice guy.
So we're waiting for the new batsman to come in. It's
Stewart, don't give him one. Go in, Stewart.
Good ball.
that one was hit back over the bowler's head, and it should be fielded by Byron Bowes for just a single. $64 for 4 Florida Hurricanes. Still waiting on the updates of the new batsman. That was a full ball that hit down to mid-wicket. There's a fielder there. It's Ken Williams.
Hit the deck.
They get a single. The new batsman is Naveed Ahmed. He was off the mark with the first ball. That one was hit down to mid-wicket. There's a fielder there.
Yeah, almost a roll back in.
So Dylan was the fielder down there on the mid-wicket boundary and took a very good catch. He stumbled just a little and rolled towards the boundary, but especially because it was the boundary with all the spectators. And you have heard none of them had complained, so it was a very fair catch there by Dylan. So Florida Hurricanes had lost their 5th wicket. They're now 65 for 5. They're still in the 11th over.
Okay guys, it's a pleasure to be here with Mr. Elton Tucker and TVN Power Play Cricket at its best here in South Florida. So as you know, it's Florida Hurricane up against the Miami Reds. Florida Hurricane would have won the toss this morning and would have asked that the Miami Reds go in and take first strike. They were able to restrict Miami Reds to 117 runs. That's what they had put on the board. Victory will be needing 180 runs to get to that victory point. And at this point we see after the break at 63 for 2, or was it 63 for 3? We see where Mr. Hickey have been introduced in the bowling and doing wonders here for the Miami Reds. So, you know, he came out in his first over picking up 2 wickets, 2 vital wickets here, and managed to slow the rate down. So, Mr. Hickey, 1 over, only 4 runs come in. He got 2 wickets. Excellent bowling. The over before they went off to that break was bowled by Byron Bowes. 3 runs coming off that. So within the last 2 overs, I would say the Miami Reds have managed to slow down the Florida Hurricane. So there gotta be a calm, and it's looked to be right here. As you can see, the captain is adjusting the field, and based on the bowler that he'll be using, he is making sure he gives as much protection to his spinner, Mr. Byron Bowes. You can see the long off fielder is going all the way back. He had pushed mid-wicket all the way back to the boundary, and he has a cover sweeper there. So there you go, this one is in the air, and the man at long off is coming, but there's no extra force on that ball, so no chance of that catcher coming in taking that one. But nevertheless, it's a single to the Florida Hurricane, which bring up a total of 68 for 5. And remember, they're chasing 117 runs. So at the wicket we have Mr. Ken Singh, who is no stranger to the game of cricket here. Ken Singh, we know he bowls a decent line. He's somewhere between medium and a spinner in terms of his pace. So now he's at the wicket with the bat in his hand and not the cricket ball. We know what he can do when he has a cricket ball in his hand. And with him is Huda. So we have Huda Samsul. And that's a quick single there, a cheeky one. And that one went through the fielder, who is set right before the bat, just a short cover there. That one slides through the legs. It's look like Mr. Panther. Okay, so it's Milton Barnes that's out there. Well bowled by Bowes, well taken there by the keeper. Another dot ball. If you want to hear the joke here, guys, Mr. Tucker is trying to provide me with shelter from this umbrella, but this umbrella needs another leg on it to stand taller than I am. So, you know, it was pretty warm today, but as the evening goes by, you know, we're cooling off here a bit. The weather is perfect for cricket though. It's after 6 here in the US and we still have sunshine. Which other country or place can you say that? What a beautiful shot. Here it is. It was cut through point and they should get 2 easy run there. Picked up by Mr. Ken Williams. Coming from cover boundary. So the total goes up to 78 for 5. .40 runs is needed in 8 overs. They still have 5 wickets in hand. That over was a little bit more expensive. 11 runs coming off that over. His first over went for 3. So it's gonna be Mr. Sylvester Hickey with the ball again in his hand. Wonder if he could continue that miracle he's been working. Seems like he has a ticket for each of these batsmen. Got 2 of them in his first over. Let's see what he has to deliver in this, his second over. So it's Sylvester Hickey. That one is down the leg side and will be signaled wide. Easy call from umpire.
Mr. Thomas, Mr. Ian. I gotta say Mr. because I gotta look up in you, so it's okay. I have a question for you. With this Masters League that is started here in South Florida, what's your take on it? Do you think it's a good idea? You think it will continue in the coming years with more teams? What's your take on that?
All right, so first I must say, people will say age is a number, but age can also be a factor. And as you can see, the Masters League, it's really designated or organized for cricketers. That is well bowled. That's a beautiful delivery. Good Yorker there from Hickey. Come back again. I told you he has a ticket for this team and he just picked another wicket. So he's picking which batsman he want to send back. That's the third in terms of his short spell that he has here going on.
That was a very good ball. It's like I think he deceived the batsman because it was a Yorker that just dips and fall right in the black hole.
Well, if you look at the very delivery before, you could say it's almost the same delivery. But the only thing is the batsman was in a better position, you know, in terms of playing the first one. This one, he was like in a two-minded, where he looked like he was gonna go with it, but then at the very last minute, he decided to stop it. I think the ball just sneaked through, as you said, there was a little dip on it. 6. Oh, that one.
79 for 6, so waiting on an update.
Well, that's 6. They get 3 now. No? And him get 3. So that's 6. So what else? So get what?
He-
Get through that first over. Yeah, 2 again.
So the score at this time, guys, is 79 for 6. That's the latest score here at the Brian Piccolo Park. So just to go back to Elton question regarding this Masters League over 45, as I said, it's organized for players over 45 who are still active. And I was talking to the president of the South Florida Cricket League, which is a regular cricket league, the Division 1 competition here in South Florida. And he was saying that this was something that the cricketers were definitely asking for, meaning the cricketers over the age of 45. And what he said is that they still wanted to play the cricket, but they were not able to make the Division 1 team. That simply mean you may have 1 or 2 in a team, but the young will be giving way for the younger players. So they did not want to put their cricketing career or just the fun of playing cricket on pause or basically just shut it down. They wanted to continue. So they wanted something that they could come out and play among themselves, have a good time, you know, play some competitive cricket among themselves and use it also as a mean of their regular exercise on a weekly basis. So with that, it's not something that wasn't planned. It was a planned and organized tournament. And we can see where the cricketers, they're loving it. You know, they're loving the fact that they can come out here and play among men of their age, men of their era. Simply mean they used to play together before, you know, probably when they were 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, early 40s. Now they're 45 plus. Even talking to the president, he said we have players who are up to 75. So that's where I say age is just a number, not a factor. But sometimes it can be a factor. Because we have seen it on the field and off the field. We have seen it where it take a toll on some of the players just by running between the wicket. We are realizing that they're not as energetic as they were a few years back, even though some of them think they are still. You know, we have seen that between a mix-up this morning between Ken and Wayne Cuff, two of the most experienced cricketers in South Florida, and these are two cricketers who are still able to make the regular Division 1 team. But yet still we see that mix-up, and Wayne Cuff was still reaching to get to his crease. Was run out, was a terrible mix-up, but that goes to show that, you know, it's having a little effect on them, because if it was back in the days, I know probably they'll be looking to turn for 2.
But at the same time too, with all of this, is like you got to think about the fielder who went for the ball, which was Mark Johnson. And Mark Johnson is one of those players that is very agile in the field, whether he's batting or fielding or keeping. So look to take a single when the ball is not too far, and it's Mark Johnson who's going to be fielding the ball. It's like It's either you're going to pull a muscle trying to go in
back to
overdrive.
Yeah, and there's another thing that I've discussed now. So now, another scenario to all this is I spoke with Ken Williams, experienced batsman, experienced cricketer, and I asked Ken what happened. Ken said everything slowed down. And if he say everything slowed down, simple meaning him as a cricketer slow down. But he's saying that this morning because the outfield was so wet, the ball was heavy, and you know when they hit the ball and they think it will be either going away to the right much faster from the fielder, or will be going a further distance from the fielder, or they would have to chase it. Now they realize these guys ain't chasing anything, the ball stopped right there. But they have it in their mind that that ball is gonna continue running. So it's like the mind and the field playing trick on each other. So that's where he said it's challenging. The running between the wicket became challenging also.
You know, I heard this quite a few times from the guys that said, while it's a Masters League, it's like a guy hit a ball down to the fence. It's like you may think that he should run at least 2 or 3, but you also have to think the guy that is going to get the ball is also a Masters player. So it's a lot of times it comes back into be pretty much the same, like the young guys chasing the ball.
Yeah, so everything is equal. So it's equal energy in the outfield as well, like equal energy running between the wicket. You know, because as I said, you know, everybody is getting older, and I will go with Ken. As he said, everything slowed down. So, you know, but the good thing is these cricketers are enjoying it. So they're enjoying this format, and I think it will continue for a long while. You know, I don't see this going anywhere. Talking with the president also, I realized that this is something that, you know, he himself also, you know, have a taking and a liking for, just to see that, you know, these elderly cricketers can still come out here and enjoy themselves and, you know, having a fun-filled day. And look at that hit. It's a good hit out. The fielder coming around and he may only manage to pick it up, throw it in. They only have a single. Even like that, ball that is hit in the air, normally that would be 2 runs. But as you can see, they only take a single. It spent a long time in the air. It dropped. The fielder have to chase it. But guess what? The energy, I think, the energy level is not the same. But the good thing is they're playing among themselves within the same age group, so it's all even. But guys, I think it's fun. I think it's good for cricket here in South Florida that we can come out on a Saturday and enjoy a good game of cricket. Then tomorrow, Sunday, as we know, we have the regular league. Some of us also will be going back out there to represent our regular Division 1 team. You know, so you know it's good cricket and it's fun cricket, and that's the good thing about it. You know, so I think this is a version that should be here, and I'm happy to know that it has been introduced, and so far it's going pretty well.
So while the light is closing down just a little, the score at the end of the 14th over is 84 for 6 Florida Hurricanes. Still need another 34 more runs with 6 overs. You got Azim, who is on 2 from 5, and Ken Singh on 13 from 10 with 1-6. The current run rate is 6.00, and the required rate is 5.67. So still a little ways to go. 34 more runs with 6 overs.
All right. I was just about to ask you, Tucker, what's your take on this stage of the game? It looked like it was evenly poised before that 6 there, if you ask me. You know, but still, I will ask you to give us your thoughts on this game and the finish of it. Who you think will be victorious?
You got to keep right now.
Usually in cricket, and the way this is going, it's more look for the batsman, for the batting team. But again, 1 wicket can change things so much. So with Kensing there is swinging hard and connecting. It looks good for the batting team.
So,
But again, still got to wait for that fat lady.
so as you just conclude your roundup there, I think you're saying that Florida Hurricane is in the driver's seat as we speak, even though there's a few more overs to go. But Kensing is the man who looked to be in form. He's making good connection, bat and ball. He's managing to get the ball over the boundary, which is, I think they definitely need the boundary. I don't think they're going to do it in singles. As I said, the energy level is not the same in terms of running between the wickets, so it's going to be harder to get it in singles. But Kensing seems to be the man who is willing to take on the bowling of Sylvester there, and you know Sylvester came back from the break. He got 3 quick wickets, but that have not slowed Kensing down. Kensing is still deciding to go at it, and as you can see, that was a massive and mighty swing from Kensing. You know, he's a left-handed batsman, and I am just hoping that he don't connect any of those ball in the middle with that type of swing, because it's not gonna be landing inside the circle. But here he is, he's bowled, and that is a very good delivery from Hickey. He keep the ball on the stump. We realize that he swing and he misses. But I heard the skipper telling him not to go down the leg side. It seemed like Kensing favors the leg side, and once you put it down there, he's going with you, and he goes hard. So you could see that first 6 that he hit. But the good thing about Hickey, Sylvester, he is bowling and he's using his brain in terms of he's one step ahead of the batsman. In terms of studying the batsman, he realized what he favors, and all of a sudden you see he pull back the delivery, shorter of a length, much slower, and with that Kensing got to be more patient. So realize he's swinging and he's missing, but he just continued to hit that line, and the end result is that he got a wicket. Kensing is back in the pavilion, and this cricket is, I say, is even at this time. With Kensing back, who to tell that may be it for them, but it is cricket, as I said. A few clean hits or a few wickets can make the difference.
And at the crease is Dennis Carter. We call him Ricky Carter. He got so many names. But along with Azim. Azim is on 2 from 5. The score is 90 for 7 there, with 1 more ball left in the 15th over. Hickey now has picked up 4 for 12. He's in his just to complete his 3rd over. So the score again is Florida Hurricanes 90 for 7.
And that's a very good over from Hickey. Good finish from him, knowing that the first delivery went for a 6. He definitely went and did his studies in the little minute that he had, came back, and he got the danger man, who was Kensing. And we can see even that final delivery that he bowled there was a beauty of a delivery, well taken by the keeper. So, you know, I expect they'll continue with him, given the nature of this game here so close. But who they're gonna finish with from the other end is gonna be an open question. Which of the bowlers is gonna come on and find that line? Definitely, there's no room for error right now. So whoever they use from the other end will definitely have to be bowling similar length as Hickey. So it is cricket, lovely cricket here, guys. 28 runs to make in 5 overs. It's cricket, as we said. The ball is round, and it all comes down to the bowler, the batsman, and the fielders. Deliveries down the leg side. I don't think they need any of those type of delivery right now. So Milton will definitely have to find a line just outside the half stump. Cannot go down the leg stump. I know that Azim is a batsman who can hit the ball pretty well, and he's out at the wicket there. So you gotta definitely get the line and length correct. Better delivery. Right up in the black hole. A dot ball to him. So Milton Barnes, I think if he maintained that length,
Renault shoots.
a very quick single, and that is a single that was a questionable one, but in the end the fielder didn't do so well, and as a result it seems like it was an easy single, but that could have been a very close call if he had picked up and throw at the striker's end, because the non-striker wasn't prepared for that single. Easy catch that have been put down there, right in the gully area. That we think would be like a dolly of a catch. That should have been an easy catch, but it's down. $25 in 4.2, but it would be a much better start if they had just taken that wicket. 93 for 8 would be better than 93 for 7. Good bowling here, good comeback there by Mr. Barnes. Three for 7, 16 overs been bowled, so 4 overs to go. 25 runs to get. And Sylvester Hickey to continue for his final over. If he could get a wicket or two here, then that could be.
Make sure outside the house of the kiddo, everybody are looking at the wicket. Outside the house,
There we go, another wicket is down. So
Hickey again.
93 for 8. So Hickey is the magic of the day. He has come and got 5 wickets to his name. 5 important wickets, the man of the match. Even if he loses the game, I think he's still gonna be the man of the match. So 5 wickets to
You
Hickey.
look good.
Well bowled.
So you look good. Yeah?
yeah.
7 o'clock on the dot, and we're still playing cricket. Where else do you see this, Mr. Tucker?
And that's why they said this is Florida. They always said that's why the salary is so low in Florida, because you have the sunshine that you got to take in consideration.
Man, I think Florida is a hard state to work. You've always been burned if you're working out there in the sun. Yeah, so Florida is a hot place. I just some days feel it for the guys who have to do outdoor activities to earn a living. You know, the roofers, the construction workers. That's rough. Jamaica used to be worried about the cane cutters. You know, as soon as the fire comes out of the field, you're inside here. And then the heat of the day, the rain, doesn't matter. They're there trying to make the tonnage. If they stop cutting, they stop earning.
Yep, that's how it goes.
So they're paid by the ton. So the new batsman we have here, let's see.
Zaidi.
It's Ifan Zaidi. That was a full toss, but you could see the nervousness in the cricketer. Yes. Getting a full toss and just pushing it to short cover. No run. Good delivery. That one by Sek cover. And the man at point. Only a single. So good bowling there from Hickey. Now you're gonna put the great Zulfiar Azim. Oh, yeah, a clean hit off the ball. But I just hope it's Sylvester Hickey. Just keep it outside the half stump. And he's been stumped out. Umpire finger is up, so another wicket is down, and that's 6 wickets to Hickey. Very good stumping there by the captain himself. So 9 wickets down. 20 runs still to go. 3.2 over, I think, is bowled. Is 2. So Sylvester Hickey has 6 wickets to his name. 17 runs have been scored off his bowling so far. Good job there by the keeper. Now we have Rizwan Mohammed, the final batsman to the crease. It all boils down to this last pair here. Good keeping here from the keeper. He's showing what he's capable of doing. If you move, I get you. Which is a very good tactics or strategic plan, meaning keeping caution on that batsman. He's not gonna wanna be going down the wicket. He knows if he leave his ground, he'll be stumped. Good delivery again by Hickey. So 3 overs to go, 19 runs. Who will be the bowler to use? I know Winkoff have an over. Who is gonna be the other bowler? Kane has an over. I think Barnes have an over. So which 2 bowlers will finish up here? Hickey's done definitely. That was a very excellent spell by him. 17 runs coming from his 4 overs, but the important thing, he got 6 wickets. That changed the game totally. As it seems like the Florida Hurricane was cruising along, but just after the water break and the introduction of Sylvester Hickey, everything changes. So now we have Milton Barnes bowling a very beautiful delivery just outside the half stump, beats the batsman totally, taken by the keeper. No runs added to the score here. Another good delivery, and they should only get a single here. As I said earlier, this one cannot be done in terms of singles. They have to go boundary route. Now we have Zaidi, who's on strike. That was a chance of a run out if Hickey had picked up. He'd been doing everything well, except this last delivery here, which he had to field. So you may be the best bowler, but you're not the best fielder. Well, he did his job though.
Yes. So far, he do all was expected from him for his team.
2.3 overs remaining. Very tight cricket game here. 17 runs to victory. This one is hit down to long off. They want to go for 2. Will they be able to get it? Yes, they did, and easily. So it's now 15, 2.1. Well, it's a long time I haven't seen cricket playing to 7 and not being played under the lights. But it's definitely look like the lights of heaven have been turned on and it's still looking good out there. We haven't had any of the batters complaining about the light, intensity of the light or anything, which is a good thing. Normally cricket, if you're even losing wicket that fast and you're ahead of the game, you'll be calling for bad light. Well, these batters seem pretty comfortable. Seems like they're the opening pair, if you ask me. No question asked. Well, this is gonna be a very testing over here, where we're gonna have a spinner coming back after we have 2 medium pacers that was doing quite well. Now you're gonna bring back a spinner. You know, let's see how the approach will be.
I need
for the
17.
15.
15.
15 in 2.
15 in 2. 15 in 2.
So here we have the experienced Wayne Cuff who's coming into the attack. Wayne Cuff have decided to bowl some medium pace. He's not going to be bowling the spin as we are used to. And if I got you right or read you right, I believe he's going to bowl all short deliveries. Not going to give them the drive. Tell you about it, but that one is gone. Is a duck and a pull, and that one just seemed like it worked out pretty well for them, because you know they didn't see it, but I could tell you that's what he said he was gonna do. But I don't think that is the right approach. I think he should do bowl. Hey Cuff, don't go there. Go outside half stump. You talk it. That's all them are gonna swing. Let them see it. Them can't go over the top. So this, as I said, is the over that's going to be really determining the game. That's what he should bowl, right outside the half stump. No need for that short delivery trying to hit down the batsman when these batsmen don't look like the caliber of a batsman to be punching you over cover, going over the top on the half side. But definitely they will swing at a short ball which is harmless to them. And toppage, as you can see, the second delivery there, toppage, and was a boundary. Can't be giving up any boundary at this time. Let them go for the singles, let them go running. That's a ball you should bowl. That's a ball you should bowl, brother. You know it. There's no reason to go for those
right up in the black hole.
Short delivery. Not at this point. Let them beat you from off the wicket.
So who do you suggest to be bowling the last over?
Well, the last over, I said it's going to be a toss-up between Ken, and I don't think they have another bowler really. It's either Ken or Bowes. I don't think they want to use the slower
So we
bowler.
got for the last over
11
another
runs.
10.
11.
10.
10. 10.
10.
Let's go and jack up fast, brother. The man won like 25 runs and they get like 3 runs. And I don't know how they reach so far.
You got a boundary. So we're gonna have the vice captain himself, Mr. Ken Williams, who's gonna bowl the final over. We know he's experienced Tucker, but when it comes to final over, 11 runs, you know the batsman is definitely gonna swing. What you think is going through Ken's head at this time?
I think they need a fine leg and a third man.
Look around, do they have a fine leg?
Because I know Ken not gonna bowl Yorkers, which that's what he should bowl, but I'm not gonna bowl some short pitch ball.
You wanna bet that he's gonna be pitching up the ball today?
Well, I would make that bet, but I would be happy about him doing that.
All right, let's see what Ken has up his sleeve. He's wearing a long sleeve, so it could be way up the top.
Okay, we'll
He's
see.
the only one out there wearing a long sleeve, I guess. He went short, and they get one. As I said, it's not gonna be done in singles, so if he can maintain that, it will be good. This will have to be done in boundaries.
And that was good for the batsman. That ball did not come up much. It stays down quite a bit for the length that he had bowled. I guess he was expecting to get more height, like that one,
Beautiful
to get more
delivery there
height.
from Ken.
And that's the reason why I said we need a third man, which we got a third man here, but we also should have a fine leg, because if it goes on mid-stump, then I'm thinking that that's where it's going to end up at fine leg.
Another beautiful delivery. If he can do another delivery like this, I would say in the driving seat. Needs a dot ball right here. That's it. I think that's it. That will do it for them, unless he bowls some wide and some no ball.
Well, 2-6 can bring it home for the batting team also. They still need 9 more runs.
I think they said 3 ball. For me, it looked
Well,
like
2 more balls.
Yeah.
2 more balls.
Slow one. I knew that would be a slow one.
Well,
Why they call a no ball? It's a no ball.
No, it's not a no ball. It was asking the umpire how many. No, man, you look good enough.
Slow ball.
It was hit back over the bowler's head. There's a fielder down there at long on.
And guys, that's it. That's the end of the game. A good win for Miami Reds. You know, they definitely went out there with a plan to defend 117 runs, which they did quite well. Thanks to Mr. Sylvester Hickey, who was the pick of the bowlers. He was the magic for the Miami Reds, getting all of 6 wickets for just about 17 runs. That was what did it for the Miami Reds. So well done to Mr. Sylvester Hickey. Beautiful spell from him. Miami Reds should let him lead them off the field, and that's exactly what they're doing. He has 6 wickets in his spell of 4 overs. Beautiful win for the Miami Reds, and they are now 2 from 3. I think that put them in a very good stead. This is the second game that been lost by the Florida Hurricane, so they will definitely need to win the rest of their game from here on. So good win here for the Miami Reds. Good day of cricket, Mr. Tucker.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate you taking your time out to come and do some commentary. And as usual, you are one of those person who try to promote the cricket down here in South Florida, and you send it all over the world. So I really appreciate you putting that time in to come and let them hear your voice again.
Definitely, it was a good game. 117 runs proved to be just too many, or too much for the Florida Hurricane. As much as they're hurricane and we just have Hurricane Helen blowing across South Florida, this one didn't land at all. This Florida Hurricane, they fall short in that the Miami Reds won by 7 runs. Not much, but 7 runs is the difference this afternoon. 7 runs gave them victory. You know, they needed probably another over or so to bat, but there's no more. It's only 20 overs. That's the end of the game, and Miami Reds would walk home with a beautiful win, thanks to Sylvester Hickey and the rest of the team. Well done.
Thank you very much, sir. And you take care. God bless. We love you all.